here, and we got some take you up until Yankee baseball. Well, I'll take you until 6:30, then someone else will take you to Yankee baseball. We're coming to you live from the Town Fair Tire Studios, powered by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Let me get some calls in here. Justin in Connecticut. What's up, Justin?
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Good. What's going on?
Great to have you back.
Thank you.
Just a question about the Mets. When it comes to Matt Harvey,
Yes.
do you think he'll last longer in the bullpen than you did in your retirement from WFAN?
That's a good question. I think he would last less, to be honest with you. I don't think he will be there. I was gone 4.5 months. I don't think he will be in the bullpen 4.5 months. I do not.
Is it true?
And two, you moron. Jason in Brooklyn. What's up, Jason?
Hi, Mike. How are you?
What's happening?
Okay, good. You know, if you wanted to just a few months vacation, you could have just told us. You didn't have to scare us all like that, you know?
Well, thank you, but that wasn't the point. It wasn't a scare. It really was true. But, you know, things sometimes happen in a weird way.
Yeah. Okay, well, glad to have you back. Just wanted to make a point about the Mets. You know, I don't know what Jose Reyes is doing on the team still. I mean, he's just an automatic out every single time. What do you say?
Listen, Jose probably hated hitting in this weather. He probably doesn't like being on the bench. It's a life he has to learn to deal with now. He's not going to be an everyday player. I don't think he knows how to play off the bench. Last year, he came on gangbusters later in the season. He got off this year terribly, 0 for 16 or whatever it was. I wouldn't make a big... He's not that important right now. He is an extra player. I understand he's Jose, so he's still important to you because you know him. And, you know, people don't realize Jose's been around a long time. Jose's played in the major leagues 16 years. He's got 2,000 hits. He's been around a long time. So he's reaching the final days. He's not an everyday player anymore, which he doesn't like. He comes off a bench and it's 40 degrees and you ask him to get a hit. He's not a pinch hitter. So, I mean, I think in the summer he might have some useful days. And if you look the second half of the season last year, Jose hit like crazy the second half of the year last year. So he might do the same thing. Maybe he will. Lisa in Whitestone joins us. Lisa, how are you?
I'm great, Mike. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How's everything?
Well, everything's wonderful now, honestly. I've just been soaking this all in. Certainly, there are just no words. You cannot understand how there are no words to describe the deafening silence there has been radio-wise in my home. Even my brother's, him when he travels with my sister-in-law and my niece in the car, everywhere. He texted me when you came on the air yesterday and said, "Thank God, I just smiled."
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
I'm very, very serious. This is manna from heaven. I've just been taking it in. I don't even know what I want. Have nothing to say other than we actually would say things like, "Oh, I wonder what Mike would have said about this. Oh, I wonder what Mike would have said about that." And this is nirvana. Thank you, Mike. Please don't go anywhere. We're on Twitter with you. We're on Instagram with you. And there is no sports radio for us without you in our home.
Thanks very much,
And I'll
Lisa.
be looking forward to talking to you soon. Thank you for coming back.
Okay, thanks very much.
Okay.
Those, that's a nice call. Well, there's some nice ones too, once in a while. What do you got? Oh, Chernoff wants me to announce Shermer. Okay, I will do that. Okay. I should have done that earlier in the show, but I've actually got into something else. We will have the Giant head coach with us this year on Tuesdays at 5 o'clock. So we will have Eli Monday at 5 o'clock, and we will have the new Giant head coach on Tuesdays at 5 o'clock. So we're looking forward to that. I like having a head coach. I mean, listen, it's always fun the week after to be able to, and you want it after. See, I hate having head coaches Thursday, Friday, because they've already gotten past the angst and all the anger or whatever happened the week before. And they're on to the next team, which on Thursday or Friday, if you've ever heard an NFL head coach is, well, I know they're 1-6, but they're really dangerous. And, they're really surprisingly good at this. And the 1-6 teams sound like they're undefeated. And the undefeated teams sound like they're immortal. And that's the way a preview works because, hey, no one says anything bad about an opponent before the game unless you're Rex Ryan. So, they don't do that. So you don't want coaches previewing games. It's the worst. You want coaches reviewing games when the wounds are open, when you can say, hey, why did you do this? So you can do that up to after Tuesday. After Tuesday, it doesn't work anymore. Wednesday, it's a new page. They've finalized. Now, they're working on game plan. They're reviewing. They're starting to work on game plan sometimes, depending on how far ahead they got, as early as Mondays. But Tuesday's game plan day, you know that. But the head coach, she can still get into Sunday's game or Monday night's game. So it works on Tuesday. It works on Monday. I just never wanted coaches on Thursday or Friday. I just always thought it was useless. Because, they're like, that was last week. I'm on to this week's game. And then everything's great. So that works for me. So we will have them on Tuesday. Looking forward to it at 5 o'clock. We will have Eli. We will have Aaron Boone. And I think the fall is going to be really good. I think the Jets, although not there yet, they have finally found the quarterback. And I think he is the quarterback. Giants are going to be very exciting. They have a lot of weapons. And I think they could really, their schedule's very, very front-loaded, as we know, but I think they can do very well. And I think the Yankees are obviously going to have a big season. I think the Yankees and Red Sox are going to have a lot of fun. And I think the Mets will hang in there. So I think the division is coming up way softer than anybody thought. Washington is, just trying, to get out of its own way. It's now trying to fight the fight to get back to 500. But the Mets are okay. They're going to be okay. Matt joins us. What's up, Matt?
Thanks very much for taking my call. Big Knicks fan. With the coaching search going on and the drafting, I'm curious when my New York Knicks are going to select a point guard who has some NCAA experience under his belt. The last time they really drafted a sound point guard was Marty Collins in 2006, talking about with NCAA experience.
No, that's not. Come on. Come on, please. Now with Marty Collins. Come on. Hey, the Knicks have a lot of issues. They're a long way away. They don't have a coach right now. We already talked about what kind of coach we think they're going to hire. We don't have Porzingis healthy. There's a lot of issues there. There's a long way to go before we're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're not there yet by any stretch. Jerry and Rye, what's up, Jerry?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good. What's happening?
Well, I missed you, Mike. I haven't called into the fans since you left us.
Well, thanks. What's happening?
What's up?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's up. I want to talk to you about Odell Beckham. I said to you a few years ago, the guy's a cancer. I don't think they're winning a playoff game with this guy. I hope I'm proven wrong, but there's only one football. Now you got a running back. He's going to get the ball. They're going to start swinging these passes to him. And I'm going to go out on the limb and tell you, this guy Odell Beckham could be a problem. I don't think they're going to win a playoff game with him. I hope I'm proven wrong, and I just want to throw that out there to you. Then I want to talk to you about the Derby. I want to hear your predictions about the Derby.
With Derby, we'll do Friday in depth, Jerry, I promise. We have Brad on Friday. We got Bailey on Friday. We'll do the Derby in full with Brad's prediction, and we'll go through all the horses and everything. We'll hold the Derby till Friday, so we'll do that. As far as Beckham, and I've been... From a media standpoint, I've been harder on Beckham than anybody. There's no one even close. I started on him when everyone was still on his side. That's only started to turn now. In the beginning, it was like it was, spitting into the ocean, getting on Beckham. Am I worried about him? Yes. Is it time for him to mature? It was long ago time for him to mature. I laugh at the people who say he hasn't had a negative impact on the team. Oh, really? You don't think they heard from other players when those other players were disciplined? Well, wait a second. How come he gets to do that and I can't do this? They heard that so many times they don't even know which way to go. They've heard it so many times. He has got to grow up. Willie, I don't know. But he could be part of something really good this year. They went out to put a team together around Eli. They believed in it. You see, what I like about what they did is they went out and they made a stand. They said, we are going to build back around Eli Manning. They didn't vacillate. They didn't say, we'll see in camp whether Eli can play. They didn't say anything stupid like that. What they did was said, here's our quarterback. We still think he's got years left as a championship quarterback. Now we're going to put the pieces around him. They went out and they did. They improved the offensive line, which should have been done last year. They went out and they added another guy who is a matchup nightmare. They now have two who could be, since, Beckham's, I am his worst critic, and he's still a matchup nightmare. Incredibly explosive and a matchup nightmare. He's got a hole under the ball more. Barkley, I do not think he's going to be a 25 carry back, but he's going to be a matchup nightmare, especially out of the backfield. And their tight end causes a lot of problems in matchups. That's three guys who can be very, very bad, very tough matchups for the opposition. Then you sprinkle in the offensive linemen, and you realize that Eli can now have guys who can do both. I think their second-round pick, the only reason he wasn't a first-round pick is the team he played on. It hurt him dramatically. The guy's a first-round talent, and attitude-wise, he's a top 10 pick. He wants to be good, and he is tougher than nails. He's going to be terrific, and I think they're going to be strong. And right now, I'd say I could go as far as to say they will be okay in one spot, good in two spots, and maybe superior in one spot, and there's one spot to worry about. That's a long way from where they were. Back after this.